All right, welcome back. It's D back another review for you guys. Kind of windy today, but today I got a 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack 6-pack, a nice B5 blue color. Check it out. So I got me another one. This one is probably one of my favorite colors on this bad boy. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. But you guys a quick little walk around while I read some specs. With the six-pack, it does have the 3-liter inline six twin turbo. Does make 550 horsepower with the Scat Pack, 531 pound-feet torque. Says 0 to 60 is in 3.9 seconds. Top speed is 177 miles per hour. Does have the 6-piston Brembos up front. You can get the 2-door or the 4-door. Right now I have a 2-door. But yeah, this thing is pretty nice though. It's not as option as the other one I think I did. Starting up front, you guys gotta let me know what you guys think about the front end of this thing. People that work here doesn't really like it, but I mean it's pretty good. Like, I mean, maybe because it's potentially for an EV. I love the whole all your air ducts and everything. This lower little gloss black splitter, I guess you could say. I love this nice new Dodge logo. I forgot what it represents. I love your LED. You got your LEDs and your DRL. Kind of resemble the old one, honestly, a little bit. Front parking sensors. I love how you say 6-pack. I mean, you're supposed to be able to read this from in the cabin, but I wish they would have just flipped it around. Around here, like I said, you can see a little bit of the Brembos. This one is came like this off the truck, so it's supposed to you're supposed to keep this for the customer to deliver or whatever, but there's some Goodyear Eagle Sport all-season tires, so I mean it's pretty good tire. There's a 275 40R 20-inch rim, nice like gunmetal gray rim. Let me know what you guys think about that. I wish they just stop doing that and just go to black. Nice new Scat Pack badge, gloss black mirror caps. Like I said, this one doesn't have that glass roof, the optional roof. It does have cloth interior as well, so not much has really changed with Dodge and their optioning. Back here, it does have Charger. Well, you guys can hear the exhaust. I don't mind it, man. Sounds pretty good. This looks almost as resembles the older style with the racing style light bar. It's pretty nice. Got that logo. Rear parking sensors as well back here. Almost the same way to pop the trunk. Or the hatchback, I mean. Man, that thing is heavy. Got your tire inflator kit back here, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you got the storage. Been like a hatchback, or whatever you want to call this thing. Fold the seats down, get tons of cargo space. Thought that was a little Easter egg right there. It's kind of looks good. Do get blind spot. So I mean, funky door handles. Massive door being a 2-door. Check out the materials and everything used. I mean, it's way better than the older style. Got your electronic door poppener and your manual release. So you guys the back seat. Like I said, this one's like cloth and leather, I guess. Pleather. Guess it's supposed to be sporty, no power seats or anything on the passenger side. Charger up there. You got the key fob. You do need this nice carbon fiber key on like pretty much every trim. It's pretty much just a Jeep Grand Cherokee key. Just a little bit of storage as well in there. Nice pistol grip shifter right there. All your 12.3-inch screens. Go around to the driver's side. This one does not have a window sticker as well, so I don't know what's up with that. Jeez, they got alarms going off. I can't remember the last one I did was a 4-door or not. But it's a massive door though. Do get power seats, power lumbar on the driver. It does says Dodge right there. See your, and I can open the hood on this one, so which is good. Get into this bad boy. So Pretty with your digital dash right there, and your massive screen right here. The whole dash layout is pretty good. I mean, I don't really mind. It's way better than an older one. Been around since what? I don't even know. But nice flat bottom steering wheel. It's like a rectangle, not a complete circle. With perforated leather right here. A little bit of gloss black. All your drive modes, and this controls the screen up there. It's all your adaptive cruise control and everything. Your driver assist and everything right there. Wiper and stock right there. Light controls down here, and like I said, you gotta electronically pop the hood. I couldn't do that last time. Let me show you guys the backup camera real quick. It's pretty nice. Do have your guidelines. So these arrows, you guys kind of get the idea by now. It's pretty simple with the Dodge and Jeep. So see a bunch of things. If I go right, info, screen setup, all your vehicle information, coolant temp and everything. But yeah, pretty standard though. Everything's kind of fixed in place. If I hit the this button right here, it's basically like a little shortcut. My bad, it's the wrong button. It's like a minimalist screen. And you got the drive modes right there. It's kind of changing the exhaust note, more pumped in. You guys can hear the boom, 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 boom. Changes the screen, custom. I think nothing set up. Boost pressure. But let's go back to sport. I'll probably take this thing out on the road, turn off traction and everything, get a little drifties in here. Can I see anything else? Boost pressure, oil, and let's go back to boost pressure. There you go. Pretty nice though. Got your paddle shifters. A lot of pumped in audio though. But this screen is pretty standard though, man. Uconnect, so got your widgets. Go back. Widgets and your home screens, your radio, and your maps, whatever. Shortcut right here for your heated seats, heated steering wheel, and right here as well. So kind of redundant right there. Little drop down menu for your shortcuts. Got your drivers. Pretty neat. You can, like I said, add more widgets. Got your media. Got some jagged edge plan, climate, phone, all your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. All your driver information. See all your sensors working, dashboard, race options. So this is a Scat Pack, so you do get launch control, line lock. Can't activate none of this. This thing only got 20 miles, so this is also set your RPM launch, drive modes, all your rear camera settings and everything. Uconnect apps. So this thing is pretty good. You do got the touch sensitive buttons for your climate control. I do not like that. Down here you got an idle, stop, start, parking sensors, lane keep, lane centering I mean, and you got a launch control button down there as well. Can't really see it. 2 USB-C ports as well. Should have made this like a wireless charging pad right here. So your pistol grip shifter, engine stop, start, parking brake. This one's pretty minimalist. So I can't remember what I think the other one's a black top I did. Let's pop this hood though. Check out the SixPack. You got another shot of this interior. It's not like I said, it's better, way better than older model. Now they got to just go back in time and put the Hellcats in 6.4 and everything in here. Love this logo though. He's getting the hell out of there. So you just press a button, you don't have to do anything, it pops open. So there you go. They should have given you like some performance intakes, but here she is. 550 smackaroos. See if I can see the turbo. Yeah, one right there. Alright, driving the SixPack, man. Before I even got on the road, I got on the road before I picked the camera up. Man, I don't know what's wrong with this transmission, dude, but I don't know if he want me to shift manually. I guess I could, but it's maybe it's holding the gears, I guess, but I feel like it just took a long time to just switch gear. and I wasn't even going like maybe 30, but I don't know. Right now it's smooth. I'm probably gonna hit it a little bit right here. Get up to speed so damn fast. Doing 6, I might have to get on the freeway or something next time. But let me just see. I don't know, maybe just built up boost. I don't know. I think it just did right there though. I gotta make sure my it's not in kilometers though. Can't believe how fast I just went. But I don't know, man. A lot of people don't like these bad boys. Like I said, I don't. Twin turbo, or inline 6, V6, whatever. It's not bad, man. It's not no V8 though, but gas mileage should be a little bit better if you're not just beating on it. Right now I got it in sport mode, so my traction and everything is off. Every time I get to this damn light, I see my RPM. How do I get out of this? Oh, I kind of see it right there. I want to watch my RPMs. It's like faint though. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I feel like it's holding the gears. We're trying to hold boost. Oh my God! Why? All right, so. Oh man, 60 just like that with 70. There's the older one right there. I think that was a RT. Well, I don't know, the way the power delivery and with the transmission and everything, it's there, just not as punchy as it was with the V8, you know. But if I want to merge or lane, oh man, hell yeah! What is it, 19? You guys let me know what they say. I forget how much boost this thing supposed to make with the Scat Pack. I think it's like, I want to say 30 maybe? 25? I think it's damn short couple though. Big ass bolt. Then this thing almost weighed like 5,000 pounds or something like that. It was originally for EV, so I guess kind of explains. But it's kind of weird though, because got an engine and everything is, I've seen a video where like you could see how everything was designed, and it's like sitting up. You know, I'm so used to sitting kind of low, like in a sports car, I guess. This one I'm kind of sitting kind of up. Make sure nobody in my way. I don't know how well you guys hear the exhaust note and everything, but man, this thing is pretty quick, dude. Wish I had like somewhere I could just do a straightaway, do like 100 or whatever. But guys, let me know what you guys think about this bad boy. Give you guys a final walk around this thing. I don't mind it, honestly. Would I buy one though? Probably not. I mean, I don't really care for it, honestly. Can't really afford it, so rather just go back in time and try to. Them Hellcat prices and all them old ones, man, they're like dirt cheap. I seen one for like 30 grand. Yeah, it had a bunch of miles on it, but for the horsepower, man, you can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Blow the doors off this bad boy. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this. I like the color though, honestly. I mean, just need some tinted windows, you'd be good to go. But let me know what you guys think. Catch you guys in the next one.